Hello good people, welcome back to the guide. Let's jump right in and run Nemesis. Okay, this tool requires NetFrame version 3.5 to be installed in order to function properly. I don't see a link here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and manually install that now. I don't see a link here, so I left a link for this in the description below. So click on the link, and from here English, then click download. Let's go ahead and save that. Then once that's done and downloading, let's go ahead and install it. Alright, download and install this feature. I guess let it do its thing. Okay. Once it's installed, let's go ahead and close this out. I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to delete it. Whoops. Delete. Okay. Close this out. Now let's continue on with instructions. Nemesis was created to allow for new skeletons, not the creatures, the bones of an in-game character, and animations that the default Skyrim engine could not support. This includes new animations, gender-specific animations, poses, and so forth. This involves the use of an external patcher, Nemesis Unlimited Behavior Engine.exe, which will analyze your load order and selected options to create specialized HKX files to match your current skeleton and animation configuration. So, let's go ahead and set that up first. In your Mod Organizer 2 install folder, locate and open the mods folder, create a new folder called Nemesis Output. You could do that, or you could do this instead. Open up Mod Organizer 2, click on the three dots, and create empty mod. And we're going to name it Nemesis Output. So I'm copying it from here, and I'm pasting here. Or you can just manually type in Nemesis Output, boom. Okay. And then Mod Organizer 2, press the Executables button, and select Nemesis. So for me, it's this little arrow thing. For you, it might be something else. Or you can go in the drop-down menu here, and click on Edit. So in Nemesis, there it is, Nemesis Unlimited Behavior Engine. In the Create Files in Mod instead of Overwrite drop-down menu, select Nemesis Output. Alright, Create Files in Mod instead of Overwrite. So let's drop down here, or let's select it. Then down here, let's find Nemesis Output. So here's Nemesis Output. Choose Nemesis Output, okay. Then click Apply, and then we can close the window. I'm gonna hit OK. Alright. Make sure to activate Nemesis Output in left pane. Yeah, we did that. Alright. The fns.esp generated by Nemesis is a dummy file in our setup, is unused by the game. It exists purely to satisfy an internal script check and XP32 skeleton mod for those who use styles from that mod. Because the guide does not make use of it, you can delete it if you are not intending to make use of the styles. Well, I am intending to use them, so I'm going to keep it. Alright, so let's run Nemesis. Now we can run Nemesis. So select Nemesis in executable selection box and click Run. So there it is. Drop down to Nemesis Unlimited Behavior Engine and click Run. Okay, warning, failed to read mod cache file. All mods will be reverted to unchecked state. Don't worry about that message. You're just going to get that because this is for some we're running Nemesis. Okay, so after that, we want to choose two mods here. So we want to choose 360 Movement Behavior SC. That's right here. Go ahead and check that box. And also Ultimate Combat TK Dodge. So find that. Ultimate Combat TK Dodge. Check that. And then we're going to click Update Engine. I'll let it do its thing. Okay, then after that, let's launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. Okay, and that's it. Now we can go and close this out. Then so for reference, the Nemesis output files should contain the following. Well, let's double check. Let's open it. So, it should have a meshes folder, and it does. Nemesis engine folder, scripts folder, and phoenix.esp. Alright, cool. Next up, time for a quick test. At this point, you should be able to start Skyrim and test a few things, just as a sanity check, and you'll be testing stunning statues of Skyrim. So, let's start Skyrim, y'all. So, to start Skyrim, in drop-down window, we're going to go to SKSE here. Click Run. Oh yeah, starting Skyrim for the first time. Yeah, since this is a big mod loadout, it's going to take a little bit to load Skyrim for the first time, especially since we have an EMB, and EMB is going to want to cache some files. So just be patient and let it run. Yep, EMB series, compiling shaders, please wait. The very first time is going to be the longest time, don't worry, it's not going to take this long every time you load Skyrim. Ooh, there we go. DarkLadyLexy's Legacy of the Dragonborn. Skyrim modding guide. How cool is that? Okay. Okay, from here we're going to enter the console. So press the tilde key. It's the key right next to the number 1. We're going to type in COC Shrine of Azura Exterior 01. Then hit enter. Oh, this is so great. Look at the detail in that bow. Glorious. Okay. Curator's Companion. Don't worry about this for now. Just click OK. Oh, so pretty. All these pop-up menus, don't worry about it because this is not going to be your official playthrough. So just exit out all that for now. Because we're just doing a test.
Who led her children away from the disaster of Varden.
So pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm standing here letting all the stuff in the top left part of the screen load. So I'm going to let all the scripts run before I do the next step. So we're basically just doing like a quick stability test is what we're doing here. Oh man.
We are children of the
This is so great. Right now the LODs don't look the greatest because we haven't generated the LODs yet, but just how it is right now, man. How great does this look? Skyrim makes me so happy. Glorious. Look how good our RNA looks.
Led you here.
Very stylish tattoos. That's weird. I wonder why she has a gray face bug. Oh, that's something we're gonna have to look into. But for now, we're just doing a stability test. A gray face bug could be because we did the COC instead of going through character creation. Okay, doing a real quick test with that weird gray face bug we had when we did the stability test, and I think it's because instead of going through character creation, we did a COC command that caused that. Because I'm looking at the character creation here, and there is no gray face bug. Okay, worries alleviated. It could take a bit because we have a lot of mods. Okay, that's it. They're all loaded. So, next up, we're going to Mehrunes Dagon. So, click the tilde key, type in COC, then Mehrunes 01. And we're off to the next location. Okay. Very cool. So far, so good. Yeah, don't worry, those tree LODs look weird. But we're going to fix that when we regenerate the LODs. But man. Yeah, I'm digging the ZNB. Alright, next location. We're going to Dibella. So type in COC Markarth Temple of Dibella. All one word. Enter. Ooh, nice. Look at the lighting.
I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you
Oh, I like the CNB. Normally I go with Rudy, but I think I may stick with this one.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, next location. Meridia. So, tilde key, COC, and then we're going to type in Kill Creeth Ruins Exterior 03. Enter. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. So beautiful. Alright, so far so good. Alright, next up. Tilde key, we're going to Talos. So COC Markarth Shrine of Talos. Enter. Oh man. Glorious. Amazing. Oh, I love this game so much. Okay. Alright, and then the final location. Hit the tilde key. COC. Now we're going to Winterhold College Exterior. Enter. Alright. Look
Please
at ya.
don't bother the Archmage unless
Just
it's absolutely
look at ya.
necessary.
Looking good, Maribel. On the Gano, eh? Alright guys, and that's it. And we did not get a single crash. Alright, cool. So exit out of the game. I know it's rough. You really want to look around. But you know what? Feel free. Go look around. But you may the game is the guide is still isn't complete. Things may seem a little not quite how they're supposed to be. Like for instance the LODs. But don't fret. We just need to complete the guide. Okay. So if Skyrim crashes, you did something wrong. But it didn't crash. And then if it crashed, these could be the reasons why. But we didn't crash. Alright. Okay. And next up we're going to do Rybash. Rybash is a tool that can be used to install and manage mods, but for our purposes, it can be used to merge leveled lists and entire mods together. The resulting patch is called a bash patch and is created by following the instructions below. So these things we don't have to concern ourselves unless you're updating the guide. And also, but we do need to take note of this. Do not run loot past this point. If you have to rerun loot for an update, disable all finishing line elements from Rybash onwards before resorting. This is not something we need to concern with us right now. Setup instructions. Before we start, we need to set up MO2 so it will save the bash patch to a mod and not in an overwrite. We do this by, in your Mod Organizer 2 install folder, locate and open mods folder, create a new folder called bash patch. So I'm just going to preemptively copy bash patch here. And instead of going into the mods folder and creating that folder manually, I'm just going to go to Mod Organizer here, click on the 3 dots, and create empty mod. And then I'm going to paste bash patch. There. Okay. In the Mod Organizer 2, press the executables button and select Rybash. So click on this button, whoop, and let's select Rybash. And then in the create files and mod instead of overwrite drop down menu, select bash patch. So that's right here. Let's check that box. Go to the drop down menu and look for bash patch. It's in alphabetical order. Alright, there it is, bash patch. Apply. Then okay. Alright, let's build that bash patch. Alright, so select Rybash from the drop down here. There it is, Rybash, and then run. This designated right target bash patch is not enabled. Oh, it's saying that because I forgot to check that box to activate the bash patch folder that we just created. So let's try that again. Rybash, run. All is well. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to drag it to the right screen, so open it up a little bit. Okay. So then locate bash patch 0.esp. That's always at the bottom. There it is right there. There's also Venus. I don't know why I pointed out Venus. Don't worry about Venus. Okay, so we located bash patch. Right click on the mod and select rebuild patch. So right click on bash patch whoop, and go to rebuild. Rebuild patch. Then you're going to get this window. In the options list that appears, ensure that only the following have checkmarks. So we want import actors. We want AI packages. We want death items. We want spells. We want to import cells. Okay, we don't want destructible, import destructible. We don't want import effect stats, so uncheck that. Uncheck enchantment stats. And we don't want factions. We do want graphics, so leave that checked. We want inventory, we want keywords, we want to import names, we want to import object bounds. We don't want to import outfits. We don't want relations. We do want to import sounds. We don't want spell stats, so uncheck spell stats. We want to import stats. We want to import text. And tweak actors. Yes, we do. We want that. And then it says here, make sure opposite gender animations, female, always disabled is checked. That's right here. Let's open this up. So opposite gender animations, female, always disabled, so check that. Unless you want some of your female characters to walk like a man. Nothing wrong with that. Tweak settings is checked, yes. And then leveled lists is checked. It says remove empty sublists is unchecked. Remove empty sublists is already unchecked for us. Okay. Now click on the tweak settings. Okay. In the left pane, the following settings are recommended but can be set otherwise if you so choose. Right click on each setting listed to set the value indicated. If the value does not appear, enter it manually. Okay, so AI max active actors. AI max active actors. We want to set that to 50. So right click, go to 50, and it'll automatically check for us. Arrow speed, right here, we want to set it to 1.4. Okay. Then combat max actors, scroll down. There it is, combat max actors, we want to set that to 30. And then crime alarm distance. Here it is, set it to 4,000. We want to set it to 1,200. So go to custom, type in 1,200, then okay. And then world timescale, we want to set that to 15. Right click, there's no 15, so go to custom, type in 15, and then okay. All right, ensure that there are check marks next to the following. So, yeah, basically everything we just adjusted. We want to make sure there's check box. That we want to make sure the box is checked for it. Yep. Yeah, we're good there. At the bottom of the interface, click Build Patch. That's right here. This process generally takes about 10 minutes to run. Then exit Rybash by clicking the X in the upper right corner. While you're here, you might want to take a look at some of these settings. Maybe something you want to mess with. If you're unsure what it does, don't mess with it. But one of the things I sometimes mess with is like training limit. You know, like how every time you level up, you have 5 training points that you could buy off of whatever trainer you want. You could actually change that to whatever you want. So it might be a little cheaty to some people, but when I play this game, I play it as a power fantasy, so that's something I do sometimes. But anyways, let's go ahead and build that patch. Boom, build. Yeah, this could take a bit. Yeah, don't worry if it says like something's unresponsive or whatever. Just be patient. Let it do its thing. Okay, then after that, click OK here. Activate the bash pouch. Why, yes. Let's go and exit out of here. All right, very nice. And then following after that, we're going to install the bash override. Lexy's Legacy of Dragonborn bash override. So let's go ahead and download this. It's in the main file section. Here it is, bash override. So let's download that. And then install it. Make sure it's named properly. Here it is, Lexy's Legacy of Dragonborn bash override. Okay. And clean this up. And then activate it. Very good. There it is. Might as well activate Venus. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video there. And next up, Xedit scripts. Now it's time to generate some plugins using Xedit scripts we installed earlier. I'll catch you guys in the next video.